Farming in Kenya is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth, create jobs, and secure a stable future. Agriculture supports millions of families across the country. From the highlands of central Kenya to the plains of Rift Valley and the coastal belt, farming continues to be a reliable source of food and income. With proper planning, patience, and commitment, farming can grow from a small activity into a large and profitable business. Many young people are now turning to farming not just as a tradition, but as a serious investment opportunity. If done well, farming can generate steady daily, weekly, or seasonal income, depending on the type of enterprise you choose. One of the best farming business ideas in Kenya is poultry farming. Poultry farming involves rearing chickens for eggs or meat. There are different types of chickens, such as layers for egg production, broilers for meat production, and indigenous chickens often called kienyeji. Layers can start laying eggs at around 5 months old and continue for over 1 year. A farmer with 100 layers can collect many trays of eggs every day and sell them to shops, schools, hotels, and households. If one tray of eggs sells at an average of 350 Kenyan shillings, the income can grow steadily. Broilers grow very fast and can be sold after about 6 to 8 weeks. Indigenous chickens are hardy and fetch higher prices in the market because many people believe their meat and eggs are more natural and healthy. With good housing, proper feeding, vaccination, and clean water, poultry farming can become very profitable. Dairy farming is another strong business idea in Kenya. Milk is consumed daily in tea, porridge, and other meals. A healthy dairy cow can produce between 10 and 30 liters of milk per day, depending on the breed and feeding. If a farmer sells 1 liter at 50 Kenyan shillings, the daily income can be significant. For example, if a cow produces 20 liters per day, that is 1,000 Kenyan shillings daily from one cow. Over 1 month, that becomes about 30,000 Kenyan shillings before expenses. Farmers can increase profits by selling processed products like yogurt, mala, butter, or cheese. Good dairy farming requires quality breeds such as Friesian, Ayrshire, or Jersey cows, proper feeding with Napier grass and dairy meal, clean housing, and regular veterinary care. With proper management, dairy farming offers steady daily income and long-term growth. Goat farming is also becoming popular across Kenya. Goats are easier to manage than cows and require less space. Dairy goats produce milk that is highly valued because it is nutritious and easy to digest. Meat goats also have strong demand, especially during festive seasons. One mature goat can sell at prices ranging from 8,000 to 15,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on size and breed. Goats reproduce quickly, and a healthy female can give birth to twins, increasing the herd within a short period. With proper feeding, disease control, and breeding management, goat farming can provide reliable profits for both small-scale and large-scale farmers. Fish farming, also known as aquaculture, is another profitable venture. Fish such as tilapia and catfish are widely consumed in Kenya. Fish farming can be done in ponds, tanks, or cages in suitable water bodies. A farmer can start with a pond stocked with fingerlings and feed them for about 6 to 8 months before harvest. If one fish weighs about 500 grams to 1 kilogram and sells at 400 Kenyan shillings per kilogram, the total harvest can generate good income. Fish farming requires clean water, quality feed, and protection from predators. Although initial pond construction may require capital, the returns can be rewarding when managed well. Crop farming remains a backbone of Kenyan agriculture. Maize farming is common in many regions. Maize is a staple food used to make ugali, porridge, and other meals. Although maize prices can fluctuate, large-scale production with proper timing and storage can yield profits. Farmers who adopt modern seeds, proper fertilizer application, and timely planting often achieve better yields. Beans farming is also profitable because beans are widely consumed and can be intercropped with maize. Intercropping helps maximize land use and increase income from the same piece of land. Horticulture farming is one of the most profitable farming businesses in Kenya. Horticulture includes growing vegetables, fruits, and flowers. Vegetables such as tomatoes, onions, cabbages, spinach, sukuma wiki, and capsicum have high demand in urban markets. Tomato farming can be especially profitable when done using irrigation and disease-resistant varieties. Onions also fetch good prices during off-season periods. If a farmer plants onions on 1 acre and harvests several tons, the sales can reach hundreds of thousands of Kenyan shillings, depending on market prices. However, horticulture requires careful management of pests, irrigation, and market timing. Greenhouse farming has gained popularity because it allows farmers to control temperature, humidity, and pests. Greenhouses protect crops from heavy rain and extreme sunshine. Crops grown in greenhouses often produce higher yields compared to open field farming. Although setting up a greenhouse can cost several 100,000 Kenyan shillings, the returns from high-value crops such as tomatoes, capsicum, strawberries, and cucumbers can recover the investment within a reasonable time if managed properly. Fruit farming is another excellent opportunity. Mangoes, avocados, passion fruits, bananas, oranges, and watermelons have strong demand locally and internationally. Avocado farming has grown rapidly due to export demand. Hass avocados are particularly popular. A mature avocado tree can produce many fruits each season, and farmers who manage orchards well can earn significant income. Fruit farming requires patience because trees take time to mature, but once production begins, income can continue for many years. Beekeeping is a low-cost farming business that requires little land. Bees produce honey, beeswax, and other products. Honey is widely consumed and also used for medicinal purposes. A beekeeper with 20 modern hives can harvest honey several times a year. If 1 kilogram of honey sells at 600 Kenyan shillings, the income from a good harvest can be impressive. Beekeeping also supports crop pollination, which improves yields in nearby farms. With proper hive placement and management, beekeeping is both profitable and environmentally friendly. Rabbit farming is another small-scale venture that is growing in Kenya. Rabbits reproduce quickly and require limited space. Rabbit meat is lean and healthy, and there is increasing demand in hotels and urban markets. One mature rabbit can sell at 3,000 to 5,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on weight and breed. Rabbits also produce manure that can be used in crop farming. With proper housing and feeding, rabbit farming can generate steady income. Pig farming is also profitable when managed correctly. Pork consumption is increasing in urban areas. Pigs grow fast and can reach market weight within 6 to 8 months. One mature pig can sell at prices above 15,000 Kenyan shillings, depending on size and market demand. Pig farming requires proper housing, good hygiene, and quality feed. Waste management is also important to avoid environmental problems. Herb and spice farming offers high-value returns. Crops such as coriander, rosemary, thyme, mint, garlic, and ginger are used in homes, hotels, and food processing industries. These crops can be grown on small pieces of land and sold at good prices. Garlic farming in particular has strong demand, because much of the garlic consumed in Kenya is imported. Farmers who grow quality garlic locally can tap into this market and earn strong returns. Tree farming is another long-term investment. Farmers can grow trees for timber, poles, or fruit production. Trees such as grevillea and eucalyptus are commonly grown for timber and fencing posts. Although tree farming requires patience because trees take years to mature, the returns can be substantial when harvested. Agroforestry, which combines trees with crops or livestock, also improves soil fertility and provides additional income. Dairy goat farming deserves special attention because goat milk is gaining popularity among health-conscious consumers. Dairy goats require less feed than cows and can thrive on small farms. A dairy goat can produce 2 to 3 liters of milk per day. If 1 liter sells at 100 Kenyan shillings, the income can be attractive. Goats also reproduce quickly, increasing herd size over time. Mushroom farming is another innovative idea. Mushrooms require small space and can be grown indoors. They are highly nutritious and used in many dishes. Although mushroom farming requires training and careful hygiene, it can generate high income because mushrooms fetch premium prices in supermarkets and hotels. Successful farming in Kenya requires planning and discipline. Farmers must conduct market research before choosing a venture. Understanding demand, competition, and pricing helps reduce losses. Record keeping is also important. Farmers should track expenses, sales, and profits to know whether the business is growing. Access to water is critical, especially in areas affected by drought. Irrigation systems such as drip irrigation can improve production and reduce water wastage. Farmers should also consider value addition. Instead of selling raw milk, they can process yogurt. Instead of selling raw tomatoes, they can produce tomato paste. Value addition increases profits and reduces losses during times of low market prices. Packaging and branding also help products stand out in competitive markets. Another key factor is diversification. Instead of relying on one enterprise, a farmer can combine crops and livestock. For example, a farmer can keep dairy cows and use manure to fertilize crops. Crop residues can feed animals. This integrated system reduces costs and increases overall farm productivity. Access to financing can help farmers expand. Savings groups, cooperatives, and agricultural loans can provide capital for buying inputs, equipment, or expanding operations. However, borrowing should be done carefully to avoid debt pressure. Farmers must ensure projected income can repay loans comfortably. Technology is also transforming farming in Kenya. Farmers can use mobile applications to check weather forecasts, market prices, and farming advice. Social media platforms help farmers market their products directly to customers. Mechanization such as small tractors and irrigation pumps reduces labor and increases efficiency. In conclusion, farming in Kenya offers many profitable business opportunities. From poultry and dairy farming to horticulture, fish farming, beekeeping, fruit orchards, and greenhouse production, there is something for every level of investor. Success in farming requires knowledge, patience, good management, and strong market connections. With proper planning and dedication, farming can move beyond subsistence and become a powerful engine of wealth creation. Kenya has fertile land, hardworking people, and growing markets. Those who approach farming as a business and commit to excellence can build sustainable income and long-term prosperity through agriculture.